Welcome back, everyone. This is Jaronitis bringing you Feed the Beast, version 1.6. We are starting up with episode 6. Several things have happened between episodes. I've done a good bit of work off camera. I'll give you the quick highlights of it. I found a dungeon that had this piggy bank in it. It's a donation station. When you right-click on it, you put an item here, and it will tell you who the people are that were involved in that item. If you click donate to the author, it directs you to a web page that lets you donate money to the people who made this possible, since they actually do all this for free. If you have the time and money to donate, I suggest you do. These people work really hard, and we have a lot of fun with what they do. Although I imagine they have fun making it, so, you know, however you want to go about that. Okay, second thing, I made myself a couple of new items. I made myself a new sword. I made myself a new axe, which is not present currently. I found several things. You might notice my hammer looks a little different. Well, I actually modified the hammer and made it so it mines faster, just because I was doing so much mining downstairs, and I got tired of having it go so slow when I constantly had it repaired. So if you look here, it shows modifiers redstone 100. I put 100 pieces of redstone on it, which brought its mining speed up to mining speed level 12. Still have one modifier remaining. Now, I haven't explained modifiers yet, but I'm going to here in just a minute, so we'll get back to that here in just a second. Because I'm actually going to make myself a new hammer, because the stone hammer is just no longer going to function very well. Well, I mean, it still functions well. I just want something better. You might also notice that the map has changed. The mini-map in the top right corner. I now have mob heads. It now shows me where monsters are. You might also notice that we have the Minecraft chests are now holiday themed, because we are right on top of Christmas. And they did that to be cute, because they are cute. Anyway, you might also happen to notice that I've got portals. Well, why do I have portals? Because in my travels flying around, I found a portal gun. The portal gun was no, that's not it. Oh, set on spawners, none, all. The portal gun was here at -500, -592. It was underneath a greatwood tree with a spider spawner. If you've played before, you'll find greatwood trees that have spider webs in them. And the spider webbed greatwood trees have a spider spawner underneath and a chest with dungeon loot underneath the spider spawner. So I destroyed the spider spawner just because I didn't want to try to worry about taking it, which is ironic considering I found the portal gun, which makes you able to move spawners. Anyway, so that's how I got that. Now I've got portals. I'll show you something about that when I go to actually using portals on camera. I actually haven't really done a whole lot with them other than to give myself a couple of quick exits. And I'll show you about that soon. By the way, if you saw my clip in between episodes, you might have wondered, hey, what do you do with the blood? I made myself an extra portable tank, and I have put a portable tank filled with blood. Still don't know what to do with it, but by God, I've got some. Alright, I also improved, you might notice that there's items missing here. I've moved those down here. And we now have our storage room. I broke these walls out. I built in some crafting tables and some chests, which are also holiday themed. And that happened too. Let's see. Oh yeah, the map. So, the map before, it was running that mini-map off of Opus. Opus is a mod used to find lag spikes on a game. That is not generally used for what we normally use a mini-map for. So, if anybody has a question as to how this functions, I can actually do this, and now you can see that the Opus mini-map and the other mini-map are now fighting each other. You can see it glitching up in the top right corner. That's because there are two mini-maps active at the same time. So, what I did, and I'll go through this real quick just because it took me a while to figure it out. When you go into the controls, you have Mode switch key, Ars Magica, Craft. Opus. The Opus is M for Open the Map GUI. So when you hit M, it brings up this. This is what we did before. This shows you the options for the Opus, and it shows you the help for what the keys do and all that stuff. But I don't really like this map because it doesn't show it doesn't show mobs, it doesn't show north, south, east, and west like the other one does. Well, it turns out that there's another mod that is in the pack but comes disabled naturally. And what I did was I added that map pack into the mod. I did so by going into the edit mod pack section of the mod pack before I launched it, and I added the no, I can't remember the name of it. It should be here as well. Hang on a second. I want to do it right because it would be kind of mean to not tell you guys what the name of it was. Opus, Morph, Power Suits, Voxel Map. I added the Voxel Map. It doesn't actually say Voxel Map on it at the mod pack, so now I guess I'm just not going to be able to tell you. In any case, I added that into the abilities, into the mod pack, and now I have this. I had to change the hotkeys for it so it would do what I want it to do. So I've moved some hotkeys around. You'll have to figure that out yourself and move hotkeys. In this case, I moved these are the new hotkeys that I made them, although this is not what they came as. I think it defaults to M, which isn't going to do you any good because M is already being used for something else. In any case, I did that for that, and then I also changed the hotkeys for the morph mod because those hotkeys, I used those hotkeys for the map. In any case, you got to figure out how that works. It took me a long time. It was very annoying, and if anybody really wants to know, just ask me, and I will try to film a tutorial on how to change the map around. I couldn't find a tutorial on it, so that was kind of annoying. But you know, maybe I'll put that in sometime. Anyway, so let's see. Where was I? What was I doing? Where was I? Oh yeah, we're gonna make new stuff. Anyway, I started a sugarcane farm. When I flew around, I went and I saw some sugarcane, and I knew that I didn't have any yet. So I started a small sugarcane farm. Since it's full, I'll go ahead and take it up. Now, normally you have to have sugarcane growing next to water. As a matter of fact, you pretty much always have to have sugarcane growing next to water. And the fun part is that this stuff actually is growing next to water. The water is actually underneath. So I put a line of water behind and around this entire row and then placed these here. So now they are growing next to water, which is what is required of them to function. And also I won't fall in the water, the items won't fall in the water, stuff won't get in the way, it won't be annoying. So that's a quick and easy way to throw you up some sugarcane, and it keeps it out of the way without being a problem. Pretty much the same thing for cactus. I flew around and I found, oh yeah, I meant to show you that as well. I flew over here, and this other village that I had found was on the edge of a desert, both below and to the side. And when I came over here, I found another village. We're going to fly over there. I don't know if we're going to get done this episode. I don't know if I'm going to have the time. This village has a Tinker's Construct house, or two actually, and it has a beekeeper house, which should be this one right here. These brown dots right here that you see, those are actually aviaries, and the aviaries are bee houses, essentially. They keep bees. So that is really cool. I like getting the bees started early on. If I don't get to that this episode, well, I'll get to that this episode. Anyway, so now, mining. I did ungodly large amounts of mining. There was plenty of time that I had that I could play the game, but I was not able to record. You know, there's too much stuff going on in the background. The kids were doing stuff. The wife was doing stuff. So there's lots of time that I could play but not record. So I did plenty of mining. I found a bunch of stuff. This level right here, not a whole lot of really important stuff. Well, I mean, it's all important, but it's not It's not diamonds. Let's just put it that way. I found diamonds. I have not mined any diamonds. I have no diamonds in any inventory space. But I did find diamonds, and I'm going to show you guys where I found diamonds. Because I always like to, to show the first couple diamonds. If you watch any of my previous things, previous videos, you'll see the Great Diamond Roundup, where I round up a whole bunch of diamonds and then jump into some lava with all of them in my inventory. It was really pretty. It was really fun. If you want to see that, and it's hilarious, look up the Great Diamond Roundup on one of my videos with an oops. There's a second Great Diamond Roundup without the oops, but we're not going to go into that now. So here's the first diamond ore piece, literally right next to my stair, and literally a single piece of diamond all by its lonesome. And I just had to make sure I showed that because I thought it was hilarious. So let's see, we did a little bit more mining. The reason that diamond is important is because it's going to allow me to get obsidian. And when I go to mining obsidian, I will start using that obsidian to go and do all kinds of better stuff. So, let's see. I'm waiting for something to blow me up. Randomly down in the lower reaches of the dungeon, you'll run into glowstone, which is always going to be around an infernal hive. That's also for bees. I'll get into that later when I get started on bees. For now, I just wanted to make note that it was there and show you guys. And also, I'm going to come over here and mine some more diamond. Now, I realistically shouldn't be mining this right yet because I actually can make it so I have fortune on something right now. And having it have fortune might have gotten me extra diamonds. So there are still some diamonds down here that I haven't called upon. I haven't taken yet. Like these I'll probably leave until I have fortune on something. But while we're here, I'm going to show you this. This is an Oblivion Hive. Oblivion Hives normally only spawn in the end, but because of the way this works, we have Endstone in the overworld, and Endstone it always has an Oblivion Hive at its center. Ooh, more lapis. How did I miss that before? Alrighty, and of course down here I found yet another Oblivion Hive and some more glowstone, and more glowstone is going to be another, or not. Well, that's kind of funny. Anyway, moving on. I would have expected there to be something more in there, but that's okay. Alright, now that we have this, we have diamonds, and we have other stuff of that nature, we're going to get the heck out of here, because I made it, got the diamonds, and I don't want to die with them in my hands like the first time I went mining diamonds, in my first video of the Diamond Roundup that I've already mentioned. Moving on. Alright, so, now that we have some diamonds, we can actually do some really fun things. First thing we're going to do is we're going to build a better hammer, because I want a better hammer. Because I want a better hammer. Nothing else must be said. Actually, I'm kind of debating whether I should bother upgrading my hammer from stone to iron. Instead of upgrading from stone to iron, I can take my stone hammer, I can add a diamond to it, and give it a diamond ability. Basically, up its mining level. So, as you can see right here, the mining level is iron, and the mining speed is 12 with a durability of 589. So, I can take one diamond, add it to it. That will take up one of my modifier slots, which is the last one on this one. It will add 500 points to my durability and changes the mining level to obsidian. So that being capable, I can then mine obsidian, and then I can mix the obsidian with aluminum and I think iron and make Alumite, which is the second or third strongest in the game. So I'm going to spend one diamond to do this, and I am going to do this because, what can I say, I'm crazy like that. And that's going to make that. So now I can actually use the hammer to mine obsidian, which will actually be a really good thing to do. So, okay, he must be outside. I heard a monster, and I don't like being jumped from behind. It's not fun. So we're gonna up the sound and lower the music. Actually, we're gonna, there we go, that should be good. Alright, so now we have that ability done. Next thing we want to do is we want to upgrade some chests. I'm tired of having all the wooden chests. They get filled up too fast. It's very annoying. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to get in my wood stuff chest, and we're going to take some planks. I want 8 planks, 8 planks, 8 planks. Give me 8 upgrades. And yeah, we'll do this. So anyway, since I was mining, I've actually got myself quite a bit of stuff. I've got all this stuff to melt down still, and I've got all this stuff already melted down. So because I have plenty of iron, I'm going to take the iron out, and we're going to make some chest upgrades. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the wood planks and put them here, and we're going to surround them with iron. And that's going to make the wood to iron chest upgrade. Now, the wood to iron chest upgrade is going to make wooden chests, a single wooden chest, into an iron chest, and a single iron chest can hold as much as a double wooden chest. So, boom, there it goes. So, and that's nice because now we have one space taken up, but essentially a double chest worth of stuff. So we're going to do that to that as well, and that hopefully split that up nicely. Yes, it did. Good. So we're going to continue to do stuff like this. It's going to be, you upgrade from wood to iron, from iron to gold, and from gold to diamond, I believe. I think so, anyway. So that is a very useful thing to have. And a diamond chest can hold ungodly amounts. I'm probably not going to do any upgrading of that nature yet, just because that is requires 2 diamonds per upgrade, and I really don't want to get into that. That's a little bit much. So we're going to upgrade certain ones of these that I know are going to get filled first. And by the way, to upgrade further, to go from iron to gold, you take an iron ingot, you put it in the center of the grid, and then you surround it with gold ingots, and that will make a iron to gold upgrade. And then for the diamond upgrade, you put a bar of gold in the center with a diamond on each side, and then glass along the bottom and glass along the top. So that's how you make those chest upgrades. Now that you know how to make the chest upgrades, I will not bother to tell you about the chest upgrades. I'll just do them. I might tell you after the fact. Hey, I did this, and if you remember, this is how I do it. Anyway, I built my food supply significantly, and that stupid zombie is going to jump through the only hole. I guarantee it. The pathfinding on these zombies is actually fairly impressive at this point. Maybe not. Oh, well, anyway. I've grown this up. I've got potatoes, and I grew a bunch of carrots, and then I got rid of the carrots and put in wheat. I have all these berry bushes. They grew. As I was mining, they grew. I came up to empty my inventory. I tore down some, built up others, and now I have a wall of food. So, I could have put fences out to keep monsters out, but why build a fence and use up wood when you can make a fence out of food? So I will never be hungry again, and monsters are going to stay out of where I don't want them to be, which is right here, killing me. So that's a nice little upgrade that I gave it there. Let's see. Alright, well, for now, I'm going to run down here, and we're going to get a little bit of obsidian so we can make some alumite. Yeah, well, we'll make some alumite. That sounds like a good thing to do. I should have plenty of aluminum. I know I've got plenty of iron, so I just need some obsidian. Which, did I bring my water bucket? I did. I brought my water bucket, but I brought the diamonds with me. How smart am I? I brought diamonds with me to a... Yeah, let's not. Well, let's see what happens. This is exactly what happened last time. I said, oh, I'm going to carry my diamonds with me down here. Oh, what's the worst that can happen? And then I died in lava. So the real question is going to be, how deep is this lava? Is it just 1 deep? No, it's not. See, that's going to be the problem here. If I mine it now, the obsidian will actually be destroyed. because it'll go into the lava and break, or burn, that is. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stand off to the side right here. That water actually did that very nicely for me. And I'm going to mine right there. So when the blocks break, the water will go down and turn the next layer of lava into obsidian before this obsidian gets destroyed. Now this actually is going to take a good little bit, but that's, unfortunately, I'm still using a stone hammer, but I can mine obsidian anyway. So, you know, it's not ideal, but considering literally all I had to do was that, and now I've got the obsidian I need to not use this hammer anymore, that was a fairly good use of a single diamond. So now we have 9 obsidian, and we're going to go back upstairs. Alright, Alumite is going to be a very good thing to have. It's very strong, it's very quick mining, and we're going to make some. So to make I keep leaving that door open. I know it's safe now to leave that door open, but it's still not a smart thing to do. Alright, so we're going to melt this obsidian. That's going to take a while. I should get 2 ingots worth of obsidian out of each of these. So that's going to be 18 ingots worth of obsidian. So to make alumite, you need 5 aluminum to 2 iron to 2 obsidian. I think that's the correct combination. So if I have 18 iron. I'm trying to do math while recording again. It never works out well. Just trust me on this one. So since I literally can't do math while recording, we're just going to let this melt down. That should be 18 of one, 18 of the other. And with that, we need 5 aluminum per 2 of the obsidian and the iron. And for the life of me, I'm thinking as hard as I can right now. I cannot think of what that will wind up being. So we're just going to take as much aluminum as we can and add it in here as we can. Alright, there goes the obsidian. Let's toss some aluminum in on top of aluminum in on top of it. Okay, while that stuff is melting, we're actually going to make a couple of... Yeah, why not? We'll do it this way. We're going to make some hoppers. Hoppers are going to be used to automatically empty the casting tables and the casting basins. So to make those, I need some more chests. It's amazing how fast this episode can fly by. I've only got I'm more than halfway through the episode, and I'm not even close to being where I want to be. But there's the alumite, 21 ingots. We still have iron and obsidian left, but we also have aluminum. I don't know why that is. But we're going to toss a little bit more aluminum in here, and worst case, we'll just make some aluminum ingots after we're done. So that can cook up. Now, when we're going to be making these, we're going to take the chests, and we're going to put the chests, where did I put them? In the center here. And then we're going to build iron in around them, and that is going to make hoppers. So, since I know I'm going to use a ton of these, and I have plenty of iron right now, I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch of them. And what we're going to do, hoppers automatically suck in items out of inventories that are on top of them. And since these technically are inventories, what we're going to do is we're going to hook them to this chest. So by holding the hopper in my hand, holding shift to sneak, holding shift also makes it so that when I right click right now, it's not going to hook in, I'm not going to open the chest. Because if I just right click normally, the chest will open. If I don't want to open the chest, I want to hook this to it. So I hold shift and I right click there. Now, by right-clicking like that, I have actually made the hopper connect to the chest. If you can see, there's a little spout right there that goes off to the left into the chest. So now anything that gets poured out onto this table, when it hardens, will automatically be pulled out by the hopper, and then the hopper will put it into this chest. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 more of these here by hooking this one to the back of that one, and this one to the back of that one. And that will make it so that any hardened metals, once they're done pouring, will automatically be pulled out and stuffed into this chest for me. And just for fun, we're going to go ahead and, wow, that's plenty. Oh, no, 27. That's going to be just literally it's going to be... I made too much. Alright, anyway. I'll get into that in a second. So we want an Alumite hammerhead. So we're going to pull up this, and we're going to put down the hammerhead, and we're going to pour. So now let's look back over here real quick, and the hammer is going to require a hammerhead, 2 large plates, and a tool rod. Well, this is a tough tool rod, actually. So we're going to make the hammer head out of Alumite, and then we're going to make the handle out of slime. If you remember, I showed you last episode on how to use the slime to make stronger materialed stuff. The other thing we're actually going to want an obsidian large plate, which means I need to have 8 obsidian that is actually melted obsidian, not melted in with the rest of this stuff. So now I'm going to have to do this. Well, I didn't get to show you guys that, but you notice that the piece is now gone. So we're going to pour this into here, and when it hardens, you'll see it disappear. And it disappeared because we're actually putting the ingots through the system, and they are showing up down here. See? Alumite. So now we can pour these quicker without having to click a bunch of extra times. Now, later on, I'm actually going to add things to it that will actually keep these pouring constantly unless I tell them not to. As long as you remember not to leave them on when you don't really want them on. That can get rather annoying. Alright, we got 5 more Alumite and then a bunch of aluminum. That's kind of annoying. Actually, you know what? Just for the fun of it, we're going to go ahead and make the item necessary to keep these pouring automatically, because I need some more obsidian. So we need a, oops, we can just do clock. C-L-O-C-K. We need a redstone clock. Redstone clock requires a redstone torch, redstone dust, and smooth stone. I don't have any smooth stone, but I can fix that real quick. Let's see. Blocks. Cobblestone. Potatoes. Cook the cobblestone. And that will actually make smooth stone. So while it's doing that, let's grab some from the gems, dust, and dyes. We will grab, no, we don't need that much. Grab some redstone, and then we will grab some sticks. And we're going to make redstone torches. It's basically the same thing as a normal torch, just with redstone instead of coal. Then we're going to grab a little bit more redstone to make the clocks with. They take 4 of each, so that's grand. Don't need that, don't need that. Carrying around a bunch of crap that I don't really need to have in my inventory right now. Toss, toss, toss. Let's stop carrying on the diamonds, shall we? Just not necessary, I don't think. Let's see, don't need the hoe anymore. Need this. Don't need the shards. Shards wound up over here, that's great. Don't need the cactus or the extra chest. And good. So now we should have some cooked up smooth stone. Alrighty, so now we should be able to make a redstone clock. So we click here, and this shows us the recipe. Now if we hold shift and hit the question mark here, it will automatically upload that into the crafting table and have it ready for you. So now I've got 2 redstone clocks, and we can go ahead and while I run downstairs and mine some obsidian, we can go ahead and shift click these into place again. And there we have an auto pouring system. And you'll know it's working because 19. And there goes the aluminum. Alright, good. So, well, actually, I don't need this stuff with me either. And I shouldn't actually need this. Now, funny thing, you might notice this fence here. While I was walking around, I also cleared out the surface of the above here to make a chimney. And some items actually fell down, you know, just dirt and stone and stuff, and it fell down inside my smeltery. Well, next thing I know, I come back into my house, and there's this little weird-looking dude who's trying to get into my smeltery to pick up the items that fell. I I'm trying to think of what the name of that thing is. They're from Thaumcraft, and I can't think of the name of them right now. But he just come walking into my house, and I was like, well, cool. I don't know what this guy's about. He's not hostile. I know you can trade with him if you know the specifics of making him, you know, happy with you and trading with you. But I can't remember the... Oh, yeah, that's right. It was a peck forager. I think his name was a peck forager. In any case, it was really cool that he just came walking into my house, and I was like, well, cool. Some dude just came walking into my house. And I threw some items off into the corner, and by doing so, I actually got him to walk into the corner, and I fenced him in. And I was like, cool. When I come back with my episodes, I'll show the people the peck forager, and I'll be like, I don't know what the heck this guy's about, but look, he's really cool looking. And then I came back from mining, and he was gone, so I guess they don't keep very well. But I thought that was interesting. That's why that fence is there. I'm sure that's not the last we've seen of the peck foragers. And of course, Alrighty, out. Alright, well, now we'll go back upstairs and see how much they've moved. Now, I intend to do plenty of more mining in between episodes. Well, actually, you know, I may not do any mining in between episodes. I may close this episode and then start up the next episode immediately just because I have not done all I intended to do. And yet, here I am. Now, that obsidian is melting, and that's great, but I don't actually want it to pour automatically, so I need to break these so they don't pour automatically on me. I'll store them in here for now, and I will make some obsidian plates. Now, I could have left them here and just switched these plates out, but I prefer to, when I'm making pieces, I prefer to pour it on my own. I just think it's a better idea. Alright, so the second thing we're going to now, melted obsidian, by making the large plate out of obsidian, we're going to get reinforced 3 on the hammer, which is essentially unbreaking 3, which is going to keep its durability up for a lot longer. So the other thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make... Oh, I already have. I made those in between episodes, I guess. I don't remember making those in between episodes, but I guess I did. Anyway, we're going to make... we got the slime tough tool rod. We've got the alumite head. And then we've got the... we're going to need 2 of the heavy... I wonder if I can get through a single episode without actually making myself sound like an idiot. I just get lost sometimes. You ever get lost? I got lost once. The only problem is I never found my way back. So we're going to go ahead and pour this out, and we're actually going to make 2 of these just because, and I know I'm going to need another one when I make another piece down in the future, so that's not going to be that big a thing. That should leave us with 1 ingot left. 2 ingots left, actually. I corrected myself before it showed I was wrong. And we're going to go ahead and make these into obsidian ingots. Alright, so now we should have these. But I'm only going to use 1 of them in this at this point. The other one I'm actually going to want to make out of... excuse me. I'm actually going to want to make the other one out of cobblestone, because the cobblestone will give it the stone-bound trait that I like so much. The stone-bound trait will make it so that... oh, I already had cobblestone in here. So that when you get low on durability, your tool mines faster. So that's what we're going to do. So now we have the pieces necessary to make a new hammer. So we're going to put the alumite in the top, we're going to put the slime handle in the bottom, and we're going to put this here and this here. So now this should be a high durability alumite, cobalt level. Now the mining speed is kind of low. I can't do much about that at this point. But the durability is a whopping 4,608. That is awesome. And we have stone-bound and reinforced 3 on it. So now we have a new hammer. And this hammer is now going to go in the old tools rack. So now the reason I have this way is because I like that. Okay, that was kind of funny. It actually pulled the redstone. It's like it knew. You want redstone next. Here, take it. I'm going to modify this hammer now because I don't like it the way it is. The mining speed is way too low. So I have 3 modifiers remaining, and I'm going to add redstone to it. I'm going to put a block there that adds 9 at a time, and then this makes it 10 at a time. And we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that just added an entire modifier's worth of redstone, and it's brought the mining speed to 10.33, which is excellent. Now, one thing that I actually didn't anticipate was being in a biome that has emeralds underneath it. As you can see here, I have emeralds. So that being the case, I'm going to use one because Alumite, I do happen to have a bunch of it right now, but using it to repair this would be a royal pain in the butt, and therefore I want its durability as high as possible. So adding an emerald to it will upgrade it and make its durability 50% higher than its current. So 4608, half of that would be 2304, so that is going to make the new durability 6912, I believe. Ha! I did math, and I got it right. And it makes the hammer look really cool, I think. So that's going to use up another one of my modifiers, but it's also going to upgrade the durability of it significantly. So now I've got that. The only other thing I might want to do to this thing is to add a little bit even more redstone to make it mine even faster. So let's compare, just for the sake of ha-has before I end the episode, the difference between these two items. The old hammer had 1060 durability, had a 1 heart attack, a speed of 12.55, and it's showing a bonus of 0.55. The bonus of 0.55, that's because it has damage on it. So it was a mining speed of 12, mining level obsidian. And the new one now has 6912 with an attack of 2.5 hearts, mining speed of 10.33, which I will modify more. I'll add the rest of the redstone to it. No, I won't. I'm not adding the redstone to it. I have a better idea. Anyway, and this is going to work better this way. So, you know, the episode's running over. I don't care. I'm going to do this on camera because I want to. We're adding lapis. I found enough of this, and I should make my hammer have the fortune ability on it. I'm doing it. And because I don't want to be there forever, adding it like that, I'm going to add it like this. Alrighty, we're going to add this to it real quick and see what we come up with. I wasn't even going to try to do the math on that one. To get all the way to Fortune 3, you need 450 lapis. I know I didn't have that, but I'm hoping that the hammer will actually get at least up to Fortune 1, maybe Fortune 2. 247, and we have Fortune 1 as it shows you. Well, it shows you right there at the bottom of the screen. I can't move my cursor over it because it won't let me. But we now have Fortune 1 on it, which means we can actually multiply diamonds and, ironically enough, lapis. So that's good to go. We also have 0 modifiers left. So you can't go higher than 450 on lapis. Fortune 3 is the best you can do. And we now have my second greatest hammer. There will be another greatest hammer coming, but that one's going to take a little bit of time. So there we go. There we are. Yeehaw. Here we go. Ending the episode. Jaronitis signing off. And remember, help spread the gaming.